Twitter questions and answers. What's up, Internet? Jason Inglis of Big J's Extreme Fitness. Today's the 21st of March, 2013. I just got a crazy idea. I tweeted, tweet me your questions. I will answer them on video and post the footage tonight. So I'm headed to the gym. You guys are already starting to tweet me. I really appreciate it. A lot of good questions. I'm going to post those on this video. And then it looks like a lot of fun. I've only got a few minutes to do it. So we'll probably do this again, especially because there's a lot of people that are A, at work, and B, on the other side of the world that are probably sleeping now. So I'll probably do this again late tonight and answer the questions first thing in the morning. Enjoy. From got_Cheddar, what's your favorite body part to train and what's your highest deadlift? Favorite body part to train is legs because it's the deadliest. I mean, even if you don't get a smashing leg workout in, you feel like you've taxed your entire body. So I would think that legs would be the best for me or favorite. And highest deadlift, man, I don't know. I know I was close to 700 in the military, unsanctioned events and gyms and little contests we'd have between ourselves. I pulled 600 off 12-inch boxes just the other day. And that was with a belt but no straps. That was overhand, underhand, thumbless grip. Oh! There you go. Yeah! From GUTTE, G-U-T-T-E game. How do I determine what macros I need to use? I've got 2 videos on YouTube for that. Bulking and cutting for bodybuilding. So check those out. From Gabriel Division. Most underrated exercise, question mark. I'd have to say grip training, anything for your forearms. People do forearm training incorrectly, so they don't really get the gains or the strength gains that they're trying to get from their lower arm movements. So I'd say grip training, very underrated. And there's a second part of your question, sneaky. What one thing you started incorporating that really took your physique to the next level? Hardcore leg training, definitely. From Kenneth_, best way to maintain strength during a cut, question mark. That's easy. Don't train light. Train hard. Train with intensity, but train with safety. Bottom line. Adam McClintock. Should cardio be done during a bulk? Absolutely. You know, not as much as when you're getting ready for a contest, but yeah, you got to keep the ticker working. If you're not transporting blood and oxygen and nutrients into the muscles and organs, you're not effective. So you got to do a little bit. Whether it's treadmill, bike, walking, Stairmaster, whatever. And then also, what's your take on the effects of alcohol on effective muscle building? Conservative, brother. I mean, have a beer every few days if you want, but don't go overboard. That's all I got to say about that.
Hey, you want some beer, man?
Yeah, heck yeah. Let's go.
Oh, shit, I forgot the beer.
Chenguese, I think that's right. C-H-E-N-G-U-E-S-E. Low reps, question mark, high reps, question marks, are both during a cut. Both, brother. Do not give up low reps or high reps. That Fancy Daniel, what were your stats like when you first started lifting, or when you had only been lifting for a few years? 5'9 3/4 and, you know, 220 to 5'9 3/4 to 315, which I was at my peak at 2002 and 3-ish. To now I'm 5'9 3/4 and 255. So there's that. So Billy VQ_quick, do you log your workouts? I used to, probably about 15, 16 years ago. I had a trainer that really wanted me to continue to write down everything. It's a great tool to use, but it's something that I don't do anymore. From Pat Johnson 89, will I lose significant strength and muscle mass if I come off pharmaceuticals? Made all kinds of gains lately and want to keep them. I did a video on muscle retention after steroid use. Watch that video, brother. There's a big answer for you. From the Fireman 281, no question, big homie. Just like your work, brother. Keep it up. I appreciate that, brother. I'll do the best I can. Thanks for the support. From that_fit_guy, lower back definition, what's better, question mark. Heavy deadlifting with fewer reps or lower weight with more reps? Both. Don't count either one of those out for incredible gains, brother. From JD Spinu HD, what are your current macros? Brother, I'm sorry, I don't count them. I haven't counted them in years. It's like driving a car. Let's say you haven't driven a car in a month or a year or 10 years. It's pretty simple. You put the key in, you crank it, you put it in drive, you know, after you apply the brake, take your foot off the brake and drive. That's the way my calories and macronutrients are to me. I mean, I know it's going to make me fat and I know it's going to make me lean, so I kind of keep it somewhere In between, that's a rhyme, brother. Okay, from this might have been a mistake because every time I try to answer a question, another one comes in and it blanks out this old crappy phone. I'm gonna finish. From Big Dreams 513, wanted to come out and train with you in a few months. What are your plans in May? Brother, I have no idea what my plans are tonight. I could get called out and be gone for a week to a month to 3 months. So just let me know when you're ready to come out and we'll coordinate. Okay, from Oily_1 Inks, I guess that's Sphinx. Hey Jay, when do you think belts and knee wraps start to become needed during squats and deadlifts a certain weight? No, brother. If you weigh 500 pounds and 135 pounds hurts your knees, and you know you can do it effectively with wraps, wrap it up. If you weigh 120 pounds and you can squat 500 without any discomfort whatsoever, and you feel like going raw, go raw. It's up to you guys. Make sure that you understand you can't hurt yourself with these exercises by looking the wrong way or breathing incorrectly. So I advise using knee wraps, elbow wraps, wrist wraps, belts if you absolutely need it. If not, don't use it.
Look at them tries, man. Snap.
From Kyler Jr. 88, hey, what kind of cardio do you do, I guess to stay big, because I normally do boxing cardio. Is that good? Man, when I boxed in the military, they had us running miles. I hated it. So if you can handle that to stay big, then do that. You can over-cardio yourself. You can melt muscle away by doing too much cardio. If you're a boxer and you want to be a bodybuilder, you got to figure out that general medium in between. Which one's going to be healthy, which one's going to make you money, and which one are you comfortable with doing. So find that general medium. I speed walk. I forgot to answer your question. I speed walk, especially at my job. I walk anywhere from 2 to 7 or 8 miles per shift, depending on where I'm at. So I do a lot of walking, and that keeps me semi-lean. From Chucks 81, CHUX 81, calf development advice. Brother, calves are a hard muscle to grow. Don't give up. That's my advice. If they're small, train them till you can't train them anymore. And if they're large, train them until they start getting too large. Hold on. From Jack Joe's, how long does it take for a natural bodybuilder to plateau? Brother, there's a ton of variables for that answer. It depends on the bodybuilder's training program, his sleep, his rest, his recovery, sickness, injuries, nutrition, supplementation, hydration. You know, does the guy actually really push himself hard? I've trained with lots of people that say that they train with intensity, that, you know, their intensity was my daughter's warm-up stuff. So, and I'm not pointing any fingers at anybody, just understand, heck, it took me 15 years to finally figure out what intensity really was. So, I really don't have an answer for you. Sorry, man. Can I say that? I hope so. Also, what do you think is a physical peak age for a male? Again, refer back to my last answer. I mean, the variables are unfathomable. If you injured yourself and you took so much time off and then you were nursing yourself for so much more time, you just got to keep going. I know guys in their late 30s that are still making incredible gains. So there's my answer to that, Jack. Or Joe. I'm sorry, Joe. From Big Red 8433. Question is, what's the best way for trap and lat development in your opinion? You know, I really like seated lat rows for both, honestly. My traps really get a pump when I'm doing seated rows properly. Obviously, you want to do some shrugs, and you don't want to go so heavy that you're doing toe raises and jerking your whole body. So make sure that your form is really spot on. I love Haney shrugs, where you're pulling the bar up with your elbow here in your traps. Those are fantastic. And obviously, a lot of people don't like upright rows, but if you watch a video produced by Fusion Bodybuilding and myself training at Elite FTS, you'll see us doing those upright rows, but none of us really go up above our pecs, and that really doesn't put that strain that everybody's talking about that you get when you go up to your collarbone. So those are a few exercises for traps. Lats, bro, T-bar rows, bent over rows, pin lay rows, deadlifts, seated rows, pull downs. I mean, don't count any exercise out for your arsenal of building muscle mass. Another Gabriel Division question. Favorite side lateral exercise for deltoids? I like doing the overhead press with dumbbells. I feel the pump and the burn and growth from doing 100-pound dumbbells over my head 10 to 20 times versus doing side laterals with 15-pound dumbbells. That's my answer. As far as rep scheme, you know, I like to do high reps, 10, 20, 30 reps if I can, with as much weight as possible. There's my answer. And the second part of Gabriel Fitness's question, or Gabriel Division's question, is do you use a certain number of sets per muscle weekly or go by feel? I'll go by feel, brother. The last 10 years, I've just done it by feel. Sometimes I'll do 2, sometimes I'll do 4, sometimes I'll, you know, as far as my rep range, sometimes I'll do 20, sometimes 50, sometimes 10. It just goes on how I feel that day, especially if I've been up for 20 hours without sleep. Another from Gabriel Davison. Something you want to say to intermediate natural lifters? Not really. Don't give up. I mean, it's going to take time no matter if you're natural or not. So results don't come overnight. Don't give up overnight. And then if you could go back in time, what would you do differently? You know, I'm pretty satisfied with where I'm at today. So I really don't think that I would do anything differently at all because I've not incurred any crazy injuries or done anything really stupid in the last 30 years that I've been working out. Great question. Nothing. Okay, last question from Chinguiz. One more time. Most effective type of cardio to shed fat but keep muscle? I'd have to say the treadmill at a few percent incline. You know, 3 or 4 or 5% incline. 3, 4, 5 miles an hour. 5 is pretty fast. I think 4 is about the fastest my short legs could walk. But just short of starting to jog, that was amazing. Now, you start jogging, you work different tendons and joints and muscles, and you get to where there's a lot of jarring going on instead of muscle tension. It's almost like squatting 315 for like 30 reps. You just go on and on and on, and the muscles just get major tight, and you're burning fat. So that's my answer. Thanks a lot for all the questions, guys. I'm probably going to do this again pretty quickly, too, because I want to give you guys a chance on the other side of the world to ask these questions and get my answers real quick. Again, just shotgun answers. I'll give you as much information as I can without going too long and getting too boring to you guys. But again, thanks a lot for all the support. Look forward to the next one. And don't forget, guys, intensity rules, train hardcore, and we'll see you next video. That's a rhyme, brother.